We just got done watching the rules of the game, and now we are acting like French aristocrats. Bonjour. Really, my impression that I got from this movie is that it might have been more sort of groundbreaking, controversial, like 70 years ago when it came out. But really, it's just pretty boring soap opera now.
I agree. It's definitely not a timeless movie. The effect of it kind of wears off over time. I mean, at the time, it was censored and it was considered absolutely ridiculous and like insulting to the upper class in France. But now it's considered okay. Bunch of rich people partying. That's what they do. I mean, it's nothing shocking at all, and I didn't really find the movie to be at par where I thought it would be.
Yes, all the rich people are just as petty and have the same problems as the poor people. Gasp. I don't know. I feel like they definitely could have. There's many other movies that have satired basically the same stuff better.
This is my pink slip movie because I was not awake for all of it. The rules of the game is so boring that I could not stay awake for it.
I mean, the only reason I could see it being like good is for the controversy, but other than that, why put this on the list?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say it's a terrible movie. I mean, I think some other movies in the top 15 are worse, but that might just be a problem that I have with Empire, because a lot of people on Empire I've seen a lot of comments and they have argued against a lot of the movies that are on there, and I mean, this is one that I would argue against, but there are definitely some themes in this movie that are very interesting, but overall, it's not a great, fantastic movie.
Now, as for characters, I didn't get a whole lot out of them. I don't know, it was definitely very confusing. I don't think I remember a single person's name. I just sort of went with whoever was on screen. There was one character who was at least somewhat interesting, and that was the husband of the woman that the pilot goes after. I still cannot really understand who the people are, but basically this guy is he's very interested in like machines and stuff. Like he collects musical robotic instruments or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, no, he seems to be a pretty reasonable guy. At least I think he fits into the society perhaps better than anyone else. I don't know. He was an interesting character. I don't think you were necessarily meant to like him, but you weren't really meant to like anyone.
Yeah, I couldn't think what I didn't like about this movie it didn't follow one person throughout, and I'm not saying that's a problem, but in this type of story, in this particular movie, they didn't follow like the characters well enough. They should have either focused solely on the pilot, or I don't know, mesh the other characters' side stories better. Because to be honest, I didn't really have a lot of connection with a lot of the characters. Where the movie finds its title is in the very last 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the movie, wouldn't you say? Or did you see it throughout?
I was actually very confused why it was called Rules of the Game. I guess it was supposed to be talking about rules of the society.
Then I could be completely wrong.
I don't think it was taken from anything literal in the movie.
I thought it was about the rules of the game meaning love, and...
Well, I mean, could be.
I mean, I thought it was that, and they were trying to, like, he was trying to woo the girl, but there were rules, but...
I don't know. What I'm saying is there's no literal moment where they say, well, them's the rules of the game, only in French. Yeah.
Final thoughts, yeah. I was utterly disappointed. I don't think it was an awful movie, but it wasn't nearly like up to the caliber that a top 15 movie of all time should be. And yep.
If I was like 90 years old, I might have liked this movie, seeing as I would have had some experience of what life was like back then. I am not, and so I did not find this movie remotely interesting.
As much affection as I have for the French aristocracy, this movie did not interest me at all.
As you were sleeping.
As I was sleeping. But I had great dreams that were better than this movie.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Gene Run
In
Law is not
HD.
better